Why waste your time and money in spinning up cloud clusters? Here is how to run Kubernetes locally in minutes. No bills, no stress. Cloud native apps are powerful, but testing on the cloud, it's slow, expensive, and an overkill for dev work. That is why setting up Kubernetes locally is a game changer. It gives you speed, control, and zero cloud surprises. Let's get started. Before we dive into the setup, let me walk you through the different ways to run Kubernetes locally in your machine. Each comes with its own strengths and trade-off. Minikube is the original gangster. It's been around forever, very stable, and gives you a full-blown Kubernetes cluster. It's great for beginners to kickstart their Kubernetes journey, but it can be a little bit resource intensive. Kind is my personal favorite and uses Docker under the hood. It is fast, super lightweight, and great for faster dev loops. If you're already comfortable with Docker, this one is a no-brainer. Want something GUI based? Rancher Desktop gives you a super richer user-friendly interface with real Kubernetes under the hood. You can tweak your settings, versions, and even manage Kubernetes resources visually. Absolutely no terminal is required. This is perfect for someone who is getting comfortable with the command line tools. If speed is your top priority, meet K3D. It runs K3s, a lightweight Kubernetes distribution inside Docker. Great for DevOps engineers who need blazing fast clusters, fewer moving parts, and easy tear down between projects. Each tool has its strengths and trade-offs. Minikube if you want the full features. Kind for lightweight and Docker native setups. Rancher for visual learners and K3D for speed demons. In this video, we are going with Kind because it's fast, flexible, and perfect for the most dev environments. Kind uses Docker under the hood, and it's important to install Docker first. Head over to the docker.com and install the Docker desktop or the Docker CLI based on your system. Once Docker is up and running, it is time to rock and roll with Kind now. Kind is cross-platform and it works on Windows, Mac, and Linux. I will show you how to install and work with Kind on Mac, but feel free to follow along on your own operating system. If you run into any issues with Kind on your system, drop in a comment and I'm happy to help you. For your quick reference, I have included the official Kind documentation link in the video description below. Let us get Kind up and running on Mac using the homebrew. It is a one-liner and it is pretty simple. Let's see the command in action. Now that we have installed Kind, now let's check the version of Kind to make sure we are ready to roll further. Great. We need kubectl to communicate with the Kubernetes cluster. So let us get that installed before we move on with Kind. Let us see the command in action now. Let us quickly verify the version of kubectl. Awesome. All right, let's create our first Kubernetes cluster with Kind. Successfully, we have created our first Kubernetes cluster with Kind. This command has created a single node cluster with a control plane ready to go. Now, let us try to list all the clusters that are managed by the Kind right now. Awesome. Now, let's try to list all the nodes that are part of the Kubernetes dev cluster. Awesome. Wonderful. Now that the Kubernetes cluster is up, let us validate it by creating Kubernetes objects, a pod, a service, and run a quick test to verify that things are working as expected. Now let us create our pod in a quick and a dirty way imperatively using the kubectl command. Let's see the command. This command is going to create a pod with name nginx web pod. It's going to create the pod using the nginx official image, and the pod is going to receive HTTP traffic on port 80 internally through the container running nginx. Let us see the command in action. Successfully, we have created our pod. Let us list the pods so far in our Kubernetes cluster. Awesome. Let's now expose the pod in the quickest way using the kubectl expose command. Let's see how to do that. This command is going to create a ClusterIP service by name nginx web service, and it's going to route the traffic to our pod. Let us see the command in action. Awesome. Let us now list all the services in our Kubernetes cluster. Great. All right, now it is time to test it out. We are going to create an ephemeral pod which is going to hit our nginx web service, and the nginx web service is going to connect to the pod and get the response back. We're going to test everything out. Let's see how to do that. This command is going to create an ephemeral test pod based on the official curl image. Let us see the command in action. Currently, we are in the shell of our ephemeral pod. Let us issue the curl command to our nginx web service, and we should get a response from our pod. Voila, we got the response. Awesome. So we have got a full Kubernetes dev setup running with kind. Cluster created, pods deployed, service exposed, and we tested the complete setup using an ephemeral pod running inside our Kubernetes cluster. This is a great foundation for local development, and it's all running in your machine. Can you believe this? It is fast, lightweight, and it's cloud free. We just built a fully working Kubernetes setup locally with zero YAML experience and zero cloud cost. Awesome, right? If you have learned something new from this video, go ahead and like the video and hit the subscribe button. Drop kind mastered in the comments below. Coming up next, I am working on real world Capstone projects based on Kubernetes, and you do not want to miss them. See you